In this video, I want to show you how to connect, how to print and scan using your iPhone and your Epson ET-3850 printer. First thing we need to do is to connect this Epson printer to the same Wi-Fi network as the one that your iPhone is using. So let's go over here. Press the home button so we start on the same panel, and then we need to select this icon on the top right corner. So with the arrows, I'll go ahead and select it in red the way it is right now, and then press OK. Make sure to select Wi-Fi recommended. So make sure the settings is in red and press OK. Then select Start Setup. Select Wi-Fi Setup Wizard. Press OK. Wait a few seconds. It will scan for all the different Wi-Fi networks that are currently around the printer. Once it has found your Wi-Fi network, by the way, you can use the up and down arrow if there's multiple ones that it has found. Select it with OK, press OK again, and now it's time to type the password of your Wi-Fi network. At the end, once you're done, select OK and then press the OK button. Go down and select Start Setup. Then on your iPhone, you need to download the Epson Smart Panel app. If you're using an iPad, it's the same app. So go ahead, download it, launch it. You may have to accept a few different things as the app to use your Bluetooth, your location, stuff like that. And then you'll have this page where it will scan for all the different Epson printers around you. Your Epson 3850 should appear in the list. Mine is right over here, so I'll click once on it, and it will be added to the app. As you see here, there's a blue check mark. Press OK. Now they'll ask you how do you want the app to look, so the main menu page. I suggest you use this one over here, the lower right side, use tiles. Okay, you are using the last firmware because it will check to see if your printer is up to date. Press OK. So okay, they will try also to sell you some stuff. Let me just close these screens. It's not important. They're annoying. So this is the main menu page of your app. To interact with this app, basically you just have to select print or scan. The other stuff, most people will never use them ever. You can also have your ink levels on the top. Okay, you can click on your printer and you can see them exactly. This is pretty handy. Let me show you how to print, and then I'll show you how the scanner works. So to print, all you have to do is to select print. Select if you want to print a picture or a document. In my case, it's a document, so I'll select that. Go ahead, find whatever you want to print in the memory of your iPhone. And now before pressing the blue print button down below, we can change a few different settings. So over here we have a cogwheel, lower left side. Tap on it and we can change the paper size in case it's not the right one, the paper type, if you want borders or not, the print quality. So if you're printing pictures with this printer, I suggest you go in print quality and you select high. Because if you don't do that, unfortunately, some details may be lost while printing. So make sure you select this. Once you select high, it will also take more time to print, unfortunately. For anything that is text documents, you don't have to select high. Standard is enough details. And then you have other things like if you want in color or black and white, and if you want the pages to be printed on both sides of the paper. In my case, I don't want, so I'll put it off. Before closing this, we have the number of copies. I just want one, but if you want many, well, just enter your number over there. Press done, and now select print. Usually it takes around 12 seconds or less to print, so I'll just extend this. And here we go. It was pretty quick. Obviously, if this was a picture, it would have took maybe double the time. But yeah, we got our print. Now let me show you how the scanner, actually the scanners are working, because there's two of them. So this printer has two different scanners. The first one is a top document feeder on the top that you open by flipping this. It's able to take up to 30 different pages. Okay, you can put a stack of 30 pages, slide them there, and it will be able to scan one by one. I'll show you how it works in just a few seconds, but I just need to mention you also have a normal scan glass like this one. If you want to use this scanner glass, all you have to do is to place the paper facing down with the top part of your document towards the right side. And then all you have to do is to bring the corner of your paper to the corner that has an arrow. So once both are touching, you know that your paper is properly aligned. If you want to place paper in the top document feeder, imagine that I have a stack of these. All right, you're gonna place it facing up this time with the top part of your document towards the left side. And then all you have to do is to glide it inside over here, just like that. On the main menu page of the app, you're gonna select Scan. You're gonna have a few different settings. The most important ones is the document size, if you want in color or black and white. And over here, the resolution. So if you're scanning pictures, I suggest you select High at 600 dpi. It will give you the best results. Unfortunately, if you select 600 dpi, it also means that it will take a lot more time to scan, sometimes 40 seconds for one page. And if you select 600 dpi, it also means the files will be big. It will take a lot of space. So for anything text, like the one I have over here, 200 is enough for most people. Then we have remove background. Don't touch this. It's not very useful. It doesn't work that well sometimes. We have automatic rotation. You can turn this off. We have placed the paper. I just told you how to place it. This is in case people place their paper the way they want, and the scanner will rotate the page at the end. Anyway, then we have image format. So you can select if you want it PDF, JPEG or TIFF. I'll keep it PDF. And at the end, press the start button. Usually the scanner, the printer will detect where you have placed your paper, on the top or over there. But if you see that it's confused, you were able to select it on the top to guide the printer. So over here it has scanned my page. Here we go. If I look at the app, I'll get a preview. This is not saved yet. Don't close the app yet. So with this preview, we can delete it if we're not happy. You can even zoom in to see if all the details got scanned. You have crop in case you just want to keep a portion of your scan. And down below, you see you can add more pages to your document. So if you want to scan hundreds of pages, well, put the first 30 over here, scan them. You're going to have them all below. Take them away, put the next 30, press the plus scan button, and you can keep adding and adding to this document. Press next. Give your scan a name. You can delete whatever was written there if you're not happy. Press done. And now you have two different choices. This is the share button. If you want to share it on social media with your favorite contacts, maybe over text messages, or maybe there's a specific app where you want to upload your scan, click over here and you'll be guided and you'll be able to select the app. If you want to save the file on your iPhone, click save and it will save it in the internal memory of your device. This is about it. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment down below. Or if I missed something I want to know, I'm always ready to improve. And yeah, don't be shy, write a comment, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.